You tried to make peace many times over the years through truces, but they broke down. Could you tell me the heartbreaking intertwined story of Brian Pettigrew, John Dougal, who was 17 years old at the time, Margaret Goggin, who was 13 years old, and Father Fitzpatrick, who I think you were referring to, and Patty Butler, of how their stories intertwined in this incident?
Well, they were the people who were killed in Spring Hill. Uh, and Spring Hill is now gone. So it's now been replaced by really good housing, but it was a crap place. It was a dump of a place, even though it was modern. But it was, all the green space had been cemented over, and the buildings were back to front and were grey, and it was a very proud community despite all of that. And the British paratroop regiment, which was in the district at the time, shot dead all of those people. Some of them were just kids. Father.
But somebody's lying in the street, and Father, could you tell the story? It's an incredible, heartbreaking story of what happens to each one of these individuals just trying to help out.
Well, what happened, and I don't know the sequence of this, I wasn't there, but what happened was that one of them was shot in an open space. Another one went to try and help, and he was shot, or she was shot. And then Father Fitzpatrick went to help as well, and he was shot also. The same thing happened with Father Mullen, who went out to get blessings. There was what the British do is that they set up what they call a killing zone. And strange as it may seem, people would have gathered to watch this in what they would have presumed was safety. So if there was something happening up at the top of the avenue, people would have gathered at the bottom of the avenue. And similarly, the people who were shot in Ballymurphy, none of these people were involved in the IRA. None of them were involved in any armed actions or any type of actions whatsoever. Some of them just happened to be there in the wrong place, and some of them, that's where they lived, and some of them are going home, and in some cases, some of them are sent out to get a younger sibling who was still out, and the mommy was saying, go out there and get so-and-so, get your brother back, or make sure they're shooting up the street, And, that note I referred to about my mother, she tells how the British Army opened fire over her head as she was taking the kids out of the house. So, the same story could be told about anywhere. The parachute regiment, incidentally, also shot people in the Shankill Road, which is a unionist neighbourhood. And then, as you already indicated, famously went on to shoot all of those people dead in Derry.